Hi guys, Luke here from Luke Tech Reviews, and I'm back with another case review. Today I'll be looking at the Pitaka MagEZ Case for the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra. I've never used a Pitaka case, but I've always wanted to try one because they look like nice premium cases. So I'm looking forward to getting this one unboxed. So let's get it open and see what we got inside. Okay, so starting with the packaging, just got the logo just up here at top, tells us the name of the case, Pitaka MagEZ Case 3. It mentions the Pitaka flow here, which is part of their internal ecosystem for magnet items such as car mounts and stands. So that's a nice little touch. Moving on to the back, just some specs mentioned here, so it lets us know the case is 0.95 millimeters thick or thin, depending on how you're looking at it. It's a lightweight case, so this isn't meant to be an ultra protective case. The aim of the game here is to make it feel like you're almost not wearing a case. The case is MagSafe compatible and it's made of premium aramid fibre, which is a nice touch. So let's get this thing open. Okay, so it comes with a nice black box. It gives you a little brief description here about what Pitaka is, which is nice. Let's get this open. Okay, so just looking inside, it tells you some instructions here about how to remove it on and off the phone. Because the case is so thin, by the looks of it, you need to be careful when taking it on and off, as it's not as thick as regular cases. So there's a thank you note in there as well. That's a nice touch. So let's just keep that there. Let's take a quick look at the outside of the case. As I said, Arabic fibre looking case. Very nice stealthy looking case on the outside. One thing does stand out straight away. This thing barely feels like a case. It is super thin. So let's pop it on the back of my S23 Ultra. I've gone for the green one this year, guys. It's super nice. Let's put that on the back of the phone. Yeah, that's on. And first thoughts, let's go through how it feels and how it looks. So taking a look, as I said, it's only 0.95 millimeters thin. So you're virtually not going to get any drop protection. So looking at how the case looks, I think that's absolutely fantastic. It's probably one of the best looking cases on the back that I've seen, and it really complements the S23 Ultra pretty nice. What I am surprised at is you actually get quite good cutouts for the camera visors. So you see some of the cases from other companies have just an open gap, and I don't like that. I like it when you have the individual cutouts, so each lens has its own protection. So looking at it just from the side, it does have ever so slight protection, more scratch protection than anything. It's not, again, not going to be drop protection. That's not the aim of the game here, like I said. Feels lovely. It does feel really premium. I'm not saying it's super grippy. Yeah, it's not super grippy, but it just feels premium, smooth. Yeah, lovely texture. Okay, so let's flip around to one of my favourite things to look at on a case, and the buttons. Yeah, you see it, guys, there are no buttons. So the reason the case has no buttons is because they're trying to give you a case with minimal bulk. So to give you a case with minimal bulk, they've decided to leave the buttons open. So you can access the buttons, the power button, unaffected when using the case. But I never like that because it's always too flush in line with the edge of the case, so when you're trying to find it, it actually doesn't stand out enough for me, and for that reason I never like the ones that just have an open layout for the buttons. I just don't like that style of case, but that's just my personal preference. And the other thing is, obviously there's just no protection there, so the paint and the buttons are going to get scratched and bumped up, but if that doesn't bother you and you're looking for something that looks really nice and is not going to be intrusive, your buttons are there. Okay, so let's move around all the way around the case. So you've got a lip just around the edge there, but on this side you are completely open on the side of the phone. So as I said, if you drop this, you're not going to have protection there, so you will get a broken screen. The top is fully protected, so you've got a lip that goes all the way over, and the bottom, again, also nice and protected. There's no lip that goes over there like on most cases, but that fits in with the rest of the aesthetic appeal with the case. So let's check the S Pen slot over there. Can we access it easy enough? And yeah, it is basically like you don't have a case on. easy access, absolutely no trouble getting that in and out. Great for fans who just want to access the S Pen straight away with no intrusion. Moving on to MagSafe. So as I've said on this channel, I don't have any MagSafe items yet. I do plan on getting some in so I can test these things for you guys. But in the meantime, what I will do is I'll leave a link in the description for my friend Michael over at Michael's Tech Talk. He kind of sent this case over me to look at today, but he does great MagSafe tests with quite a heavy duty MagSafe stand. So make sure you go check out his channel for a MagSafe test on this case and any other cases that he goes through. So thank you, Michael, once again. Moving on to price. So the price of this case will set you back £69 in the UK and $64 in the US. So this is not a cheap case by any means, guys, but if you know Pitaka is a premium brand and it's very sought after online. If I was to draw some conclusions for this case for today's review, feels very nice, feels very premium, minimal, if any, protection. You're not going to get any protection. This is not a case for protection if that's what you're looking for. This is a case that is going for ultra thin, slim, minimalistic style case. So if you want one that feels good and it doesn't add any bulk whatsoever to your phone, but it's going to offer a bit of scratch protection on the back and on the cameras, then yeah, you can get this case. But if you're a bit like me and you want to look after your phone a bit more, this case isn't for you. But £69 or $64, that's not cheap, so I'd take careful consideration before you purchase this case. But if you are interested, I will leave a link in the description down below. Drop a comment down below and let me know what you guys think of this case. Would you use it, or would you rather use something more protective? While you're there, please make sure you subscribe to the channel and like this video. And that's it for the Pitaka case today, guys. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time for my review on some ESR cases for the S23 Ultra. Thank you.